Alright, this is the third part of the cube cutting, carving game thing. I don't know what to call it. Anyway, if you haven't watched the other two parts, go watch the other two parts. Not really? Okay. Alright, since the problem we had with the pointer eraser thingy going up and down, or going down and never stopping, I'm sorry, I can't think today, we want to make, essentially, there's a really easy solution to this. Let's just duplicate this cube. You're going to want to put this wherever your cubes end. So I'm going to just scale this up. Technically, it should be about the same size as the top. So if you go down, you go up again. Alright, now, let's move this up to right at the bottom. The difference between this and the other cubes is that we're not going to have this. We're going to change this to an always, and this to visibility, and turn that off. Now, if we play it, go down, the thing will come back up, but it'll still work because I didn't tell the cube to disappear. So we can do this all day long, but we're not going to. Alright. Now, that's essentially the whole thing, but there's one more, or actually, not quite. There's let's add the laser pointer first thing. Since these are in the way, move these to the second layer so we can see what we're doing. Alright, now we want to add technically you can do a cube. I'm going to use a cylinder just because. Set this to 16, it's going to be small enough anyway. Scale this down so it's really pretty small. I mean, lasers are pretty small. There we go. Okay, let's scale this up. Make sure it fits in here. Alright, hit Control A, apply the top two. Alright, now we want to parent this to this. Make parent. So now, when we move this thing around, that moves inside of it. And so, essentially, let's see, how big is this thing? It's about 3. So, let's add, hold on. Alright, let's add a keyboard. Call it key L, because that's the key we're going to use. Whoops. Which is L. Alright, close that. Make a property called, property name is down 0. The property is L down, speaking of which we have to make these two. Two new properties, integers, L down and L up, both 0. Value 0. Alright, then we want another one. Or wait, yeah. We want another property, down 1. L down, value of 1. Pretty simple, right? Now add 2 ands, and I want to connect this one to both of them. This to the first one, this to the second one. So that's what it ends up looking like. Alright, now add a motion. Call it down move. And seeing as the laser itself is about 3 Blender units long, we're just going to do -3. You can tweak that depending on how long yours is. Whatever. Attach this to the first one. And then make a property. Call it L down prop 1. Property L down, value of 1. And there. Alright, now we want a motion. Call this up move. If I can type. There we go. And set this to 3. It's the exact opposite of what it was before. Connect this. And then we want set this property L down prop 0. Apparently we're not going to use the up property. Property L down value of 0. Alright, now that should work. Now let's go up here and test it. Make sure you have your second layer selected. So, otherwise, alright, hit L. And, oh, there it is, sort of. You have to tweak it a little bit, but it'll move around with this. You can set it to have a red material if you want. Obviously, you'd have to tweak the moving down a little bit, but that's not hard. So, yeah, alright. Now there's one more thing. Hold on, let me get rid of this. My camera has a track 2 constraint on it. Okay. Now, seeing as you can move the camera around with your mouse and with the W, A, S, and D keys, we need to be able to do that, obviously. Alright, now, hold on. Alright, okay, what we want to do, let's make this bigger. Let's add 4 keyboards. Call the first one W press. Second, of course, W. Then S press. Keyboard S. Then A press. Keyboard A. And D press. Keyboard D. There we go. Now we want add 4 ands. Connect each of these. If we don't have any conditions, you can move the camera at any time, so it really doesn't matter. Add a motion. Whoops. Call it W motion. Uncheck the L. Otherwise, it just gets kind of confusing. You can try it if you want. Alright, add 3 more. Then second one, S motion. And negative 0.2. Third one, A motion, which is 0.2. Fourth one, D motion. Hey, what do you know? Which is negative 0.2. Whoops. Forgot you gotta uncheck the L on all of these. There we go. Okay. Now we've got let's do this first. Add a keyboard and call it back. And make the key backspace. And add these, and then game restart. So they hit backspace, it'll restart the game. Alright, now to make it look around, add 1 mouse and name this mouse with a capital M. That's very important. Change it to movement and change this to Python. And add 2 motions over here. Call this one look left right. Call the second one look up down. Exactly like that. You have to have it like that, otherwise the script won't work. Alright, now the script will be in the description. I already have it loaded in here. This is the script from it's the mouse look script that was originally written for like 2.46 or some earlier version. So I have changed it, and it is now for 2.49. There's one problem. I don't know how to fix it, but the script works fine. So yeah, this will be in the description. Alright, I've only got 1 more minute, so I'm going to make this really, really fast. This is called mouselook 2.49.py. You can name it whatever you want. This is the script, mouselook 2.49.py. Alright, now that should technically work. I go in here, and we look around. Hey, what do you know, it moves. And of course we didn't have our second layer. There we go. Alright, now, whoops. The A and D keys are messed up. They're just reversed. Just change it from a positive to a negative. It really doesn't matter. You can still move around. This works. Laser works. There we go. Alright, if you have any questions, send me a message, post a comment. So yeah.